Welcome to the Rent to Rent Success podcast, all about creating consistent cash flow, escaping the 9-to-5, and really living life on your terms. This is the only podcast entirely dedicated to helping you achieve rent to rent success. It's our place to inspire each other to believe bigger, to be bolder, and to be game changers for good. I'm Nicky Taylor, your guide on this exciting ride. Let's start up the engines and get ready to fly. Hello. Stephanie here. Hope you are feeling amazing today. It's amazing to be recording this episode here for you today. I'm really looking forward to getting into it. Can you believe it's episode 44 of the Rent to Rent Success podcast? And today, we're talking about overcrowding, the view that rent to rent is unethical and is bad for housemates. It's another in our Rent to Rent Mythbusters series where I'm busting the most common rent to rent myths. If you've heard this criticism of rent to rent and wondered whether it's true, this episode is for you. And if you're just joining us for the very, very, very first time today, if you've just happened upon us, welcome. And remember, do go back to the first episode. Everything builds on from there, and you'll really get a good understanding of what rent to rent is if you do that. And if you're a regular, we love you. Good to see you here again. Okay, let's get into today's episode. There's a lot of negativity out there. I've seen posts on social media saying that rent to rent's all about overcrowding and poor standards. That it's about cramming a lot of people into tiny houses and charging very high rents. That's not what it's all about. Our approach is to create beautiful, affordable homes people love to live in. Nobody wants to hear this. People have a view of rent to rent sometimes that's very negative, and it's not founded in reality. So we create these lovely homes and we work ethically to add value for both the housemates who live in them and the landlords we work with. That is the foundation of everything that we do. Recently, a local letting agent referred us to a drama school, and the drama school has young students joining from all over the world, and they're generally away from home for the very first time. Mostly they're young women around 18, 19. And the letting agent knew that the drama school wanted to make sure that the students will be well cared for. So they thought of us. And I'm so proud of that they know that we put care into selecting new housemates who are a good fit with the existing, and that we go way beyond minimum standards in terms of the homes and the service that we provide. And this is shown in, well, it's our team. I can't take the credit for it, especially Luke. We've got over 70 5-star Google reviews from housemates and landlords. In the Rent to Rent Success System we teach in Kickstarter, we show you how to provide a great service in little time and have a business that you are proud of. It's a step-by-step process to have an amazing business without it taking over your life and without it becoming another job. And to the critics out there, yes, there are rogue landlords or the rogue rent-to-renters, as there are rogues in every business and every industry. And sometimes sensationalist TV programming can create the feeling that these rogues are the majority rather than a tiny minority. And it really does get my goat that the bad guys tend to dominate the conversation when it comes to rent. And it's another reason I'm so passionate about what we're doing and sharing the ethical way to do rent to rent. I want more of us to join our community and oust these charlatans from the industry so that we have a community of ethical providers who really care. And if you want to join our community, it's at Rent to Rent Success. Rent to Rent Success Secrets. There's a Facebook group there. So we'd love to see you and get to know you in there. That is it for this week. If you want more, You know that you can sign up for the free Rent to Rent guide and the masterclass. It's at renttorentssuccess.com/guide. Until then, have an amazing week. Believe bigger, be bolder, be a game changer.
Thank you so much for listening. If you like the links for anything mentioned in today's episode, or if voice is not enough and you want to see us on video too, you can find all the show notes and lots more at renttorentssuccess.com. That's rent number 2, rentsuccess.com. If you've enjoyed today's episode, we'd super appreciate it if you would take a few minutes to review it in your podcast app. Remember, we'll be donating to our B1G1 charities too for each review you give. Until then, believe bigger, be bolder, be a game changer.